I felt something. Where is it? What do you think of this, Father? Let's see.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
I can't read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konyechkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
I'll be waiting.
You, what are you doing here?
I must have gotten lost. I'm sorry. Which way to the Citadel?
I see you're not from around here, gent. Grab him. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Wanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Mihal? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
Yes.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing, and it will do us all good. Madame must be the Thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Then I guess we all meet at the gallows after all. You do help fugitives, don't you?
Me? Even if the Russian military barges in, I'll tell them you broke in by force.
I'd add that we forced you to cooperate.
Right. Right.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bizarre Thaumaturge.
I'll bring him here. He owes me.
Then you can call in a favor. There's also the question of that Rasputin.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Intriguing.
Vaše dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Niet. Not with that book. Documents. I won't say it again.
Рядовой Стрельцов, I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Who is the Tsar's army actually looking for on the streets?
Not you. A terrorist and a fugitive from the Citadel. Go now. I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. Apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
How did you get out of there?
What about you?
The military gave me a ride. Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the Citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
I didn't say anything against you, if that's what worries you.
It's good to know I can still count on your loyalty. It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety, and the nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth, and stand with me, despite adversity. Bless you.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes. I said I feel that I'm a citizen of Poland.
And I said you would be one, that your Poland would return. And it will be so. So help me God.
Can we talk now?
Your serious matter, of course.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
This is goodbye for us, Grigori. We've had our moments, but now I want to go my own way. We have different visions for the future. I will work on accomplishing mine with other Thaumaturges.
Thank you for your honesty. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. Wait a minute, my friend. I will be with you shortly. I still want to show you something before you leave for good. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy. And the teacher said, Victor, is there right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, She was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know. That's very noble of you, but is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again, and in time, no one will remember you. Does loneliness scare you? Is there even a recipe for getting to know someone enough to never feel lonely? Go on.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm the Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So, why the coterie?
It's enough for me that they're not Rasputin. I'm not expecting similar charlatanism from them.
So, you accept everything that was made for you, and you will use it as you see fit. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with, don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I'll think about this later.